Hello and welcome back to the Hayden Show with our little Christmas special episode of thingy-majiggy. Of course, we're doing Always Sunny in Philadelphia, their Christmas special. Name.
Is that all I answer is that's the name?
Yeah, sure are, babe.
You put my mom. It is Series 6, Episode 13, A Very Sunny Christmas. Which it is. Not for the idea of, oh, it's sun. I mean, It's very sunny in the terms of the show, as in,
yes.
It's always sunny.
It's basically about a bunch of arseholes being arseholes. But this one, you kind of get to delve into their past and why they're arseholes. Especially at Christmas.
Yep. Because obviously, I thought this was a short one, but it turns out it's actually like a 40-minute episode. It's like a special episode, which is cool. A lot of shows would just literally just do like a normal 20-minute one if it's a 20-minute episode, like a comedy like this. But this doesn't. This actually goes the length of being a feature-length special, which is nice because it gives every character a time to shine.
Yes.
Gets all their stories out. It's obviously got obviously got Charlie's whole story of trying to get his mum's basically a prostitute and fucking out all the Santa Clauses.
Yeah, you got two
and
big
that one elf.
Arcs. Yeah.
Obviously, you've got fucking Frank's story of basically him trying to get Christmas Carol by his well, at this point, not his kids. Obviously, Dennis and obviously Dee. Obviously getting pissed off at the fact how he's treated them all the years with the fake out presents. He's done it again this year with a fucking Ferrari and a really expensive handbag that he's just screwing him with a middle finger. And obviously then you've got Mac's story of basically finding out his whole Christmas has basically been a lie for the fact that he's a dad and he's just been breaking into people's houses. And they've been opening presents and then running to the next house and doing the same over and over again. And it's took him 20 odd years to actually see this. Thanks to Charlie pointed out after watching the video, like, wait, you just stole that present. It's
basically the idea of Max and obviously Charlie they're very excited for Christmas. They're very into it.
But when they learn this stuff,
they're blind to what actually happened back then. Whereas, obviously, the other two,
Dennis and Dee,
they always knew what the fuck was going on. To them, Christmas was ruined since they were kids. And they've always hated Christmas. And it's the idea of they still hate it in the end. And obviously, with Charlie and Max, they end up growing hating it. But they're still trying to latch on to the Christmas idea.
By throwing rocks at trains.
Yes, they're trying. Oh, well, I stole this kid's present. Why don't I try and give the present? Well, not give it back, but tell him sorry while showing the present and take it away.
Oh no, we're not giving you back, dude. We're just gonna say sorry.
And then we'll get a new present. Get him like a big new toy and give it to his kids, and they're all trying to reclaim what their old magic, the magic that they used to have when they were high in glue.
Well, Charlie was high in glue.
Yeah.
Model glue that he got from the Santa set was basically fucking his mom.
Whereas the other two, they just want stuff. They just
want basically all the years of the stuff they haven't got to be given to them. The thing is, I think out of the plots, I think Charlie and Max are probably the better plots.
Oh, definitely, it's more fun.
There's more fun for especially the Charlie bit, the more when he has that moment of snapping. You're like, what's going on here? He goes and sits on that Santa's lap, and Santa's like, oh, is he one of those special kids or special guys? Because he's not a kid technically. And then he just starts yelling at you. Did you fuck my mom? He's like, I'm sorry, and I'm then rips a chunk of flesh out of his neck. Fucking Mac, fucking like. Elbows a fucking mom because his instincts of being a bounce at the bar is to someone runs at him, he fucking knocks them out. But in this case, it's a mom. The kids are all screaming, everyone's panicking, the whole mall's going to meltdown because these two are just destroying Christmas. But personally, obviously, at the other story, obviously, I think the best, obviously, the most notable part is the office party. That's probably the big standout of their story. That the start and that bit is a standout. I think the grave bit is a bit wank of all three of the stories. That's the Christmas future part is the boring part, but the Christmas past bit's funny. This for the whole Frank of fire, everyone's gonna die. Throws a fucking chair out the window. Ghost pulls out a fucking golf club, starts trying to belt him, and then the fucking obviously the Christmas present part because the whole naked on the couch sequence, which I forgot was part of the Christmas special. But it's hilarious to watch because it's a Danny DeVito sliding out of the couch naked, sweating, going, "Nowhere, can't breathe," and then walks away with his arse hanging out. And obviously, they can clearly see everything. They can clearly see his little DeVito. Oh, it's weird as well because obviously you got that weird animated sequence with the elf, which is obviously them trying to like his vision, but reality is it's more than likely just Charlie's mind of the story it's been told, for the fact that there's a shot of the elf with a little dick, and he's like, "Why did the elf have his pants down? I didn't say he had his pants down." Oh,
that's probably him having the trauma of when he saw that the elf obviously come down with his pants on when he was a kid sniffing glue.
It's alright sauna up here.
Got the stunner up there. Grabs the big bottle of vodka. Fucking everything's hanging out. And he's like, "What the fuck is going on?" I think an elf had no pants on, but I was kind of occupied.
Is it? It's the least festive one we've covered so far.
Oh, definitely. It's the idea of them hating Christmas, basically.
But that does sum up Always Sunny.
Yeah, because the whole idea is these are basically arseholes, but they're because their parents treat them in a traumatic way. They're traumatized, so they basically try to traumatize everyone else.
So, because even Grimm and Supernatural, the more darker ones, they still had the Christmas tone to it. That obviously there's always the plot of someone enjoying Christmas. Yeah. Blah, blah, whereas this, there's not really. The most festive part is obviously when Charlie and obviously Mac early on are enjoying Christmas.
Yeah.
But then that just goes away to the point of nothing for obviously
biting Sandra's neck.
Yeah, but it's still fun. It still catches the Always Sunny charm, which you want, obviously with that slight Christmas theme to it, which is good because obviously Always Sunny is a standout show. It's hilarious.
Yeah, the idea of you're not like laughing at what they're saying, you're laughing at the idiots because they are complete assholes. And like, fucking, we're not like them.
Yep. It's just, it's something to check out. Even if obviously you've not seen Always Sunny, again, this kind of works out of context.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's just a bunch of people. There's not, Always Sunny, there's never really a story arc. It's just, you know, it's a 20-minute comedy. 20 to 30-minute comedy, which there's never this overarching story. Yeah, there might be an episode or two here that are actually connected, but overall, there's not really.
They explain things that they might bring up, like they bring up the Frank's like scumbag partner, but they at least explain it in the episode. Yeah, and you might think, how the fuck has he got a Lamborghini like I did? Because I had no idea he was rich in the show. Mostly
this is the point where he's not rich anymore because. The guy's basically stealing it all back. Because he's a scumbag and a thief and a liar. So the whole, the Lord's with me is all bullshit because he's just trying to get back at Frank. Because that's the fake out of the end. With a massive snow making machine that sent everyone flying.
At the start as well.
Everything that they've mentioned throughout always actually comes to a close. The whole throwing rocks at trains, the whole snow machine, everything comes to a nice end. Obviously not nice for them because their Christmas is even more ruined. So their hate is even more hate.
Definitely.
Which is still fun.
The idea is they're traumatized. Let's show the trauma and make the trauma worse.
It works heavily because the cast.
Definitely.
The cast superb throughout the entirety of Always Sunny, and this is no exception.
They're perfect at playing assholes.
Especially Danny DeVito. Look at my bag. I've got all this food inside it.
It's got Watsits and Maltesers in there, but it's not
cheesy.
We don't call them
things
that.
And like milk balls.
It's milk chocolate covered malt balls.
Yeah,
that's Maltesers basically.
And then even with the car.
Say that.
Oh, I'm gonna spruce this car up. I'm gonna put a little hook on it and a bag, so then when I want to shut my door, I can do it. I do like that though. It shows you that when obviously he crashes at the end. Obviously, the fact that he's saying, "Oh, my door was open, and I flew out." That's what they established early on with the fact that he couldn't technically close his door because he's too small. So I do like how everything does come to obviously some sort of conclusion, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anything else?
It's basically the idea of it's Christmas themed, but it's the idea of
it's not really festive.
Yeah, it fits in their world. Like if you're sitting down thinking, oh, I'm really Christmassy. I want to watch something really Christmassy. You wouldn't put this on, but if you're like someone who doesn't really like Christmas that much, and you're watching all these specials, you'd be like, you'd find it more fun, I think.
It's kind of, if you think of it like some of these Christmas movies, or things that are set at Christmas times, like the Gremlins, Die Hard, like things like that. They're not technically Christmas movies.
It's set
technically.
in Christmas, but it hasn't got the Christmas feeling.
Yeah, because it's not like this. Like something like, I know you don't like it, but something like Elf, something that's actually fully focused on Christmas. You know what I mean? Even though technically speaking, I do count Gremlins more as a Christmas movie than Die Hard. Just saying. I have many debates with old Connor about that. Gremlins versus Die Hard, which is the true Christmas movie.
Don't know. Never watched both.
Well, you'll be watching one soon enough.
Oh god.
It's not Die Hard. I would never watch that at Christmas. Any other point in the year is fine for me. Change Gremlins.
Okay.
Anything else?
I think that's it, really.
Yeah.
Mention that they're assholes. That's pretty much all you need to know. I will admit, I would say definitely, even though it's not that Christmassy, I definitely preferred it to the Supernatural one because it's fun. Like, and since I don't really like Christmas that much, to me it appeals. The idea of it's shit. Let's make it worse for them. I do like that. Ooh, I'd give it
90.
Yeah.
90, lovely jubbly.
I mean, you get to see Dan DeVito naked. Of course, it's going to be a 90.
Okay, so that obviously 90 puts the Always Sunny Christmas special into third position, knocking Supernatural down into fourth. But you're slowly getting close to the 98 and 100 you've already given. There's still a bit of a gap there. Okay, as I said, I wasn't doing any questions anymore, which I'm not. But instead, I'm going to ask you something simple. What was your favourite moment of the episode?
The sofa giving birth to Dan DeVito. Because it's so out of like completely what the fuck is going on?
Is there someone in that couch?
Is there a man in that couch? No, there's not a man in the couch.
I love it gets to the point of. So there is a man on the couch.
Yeah.
Who's Frank Reynolds? He's the guy in the couch.
I love it. He stays in there until they go, okay, Frank's an asshole, and then that's when he comes out. I can't breathe.
So yeah, I'm just gonna do that instead of questions. Because if I can't think of anything, that's what I'll use. Okay.
I know your favourite one was. Fuck Santa.
I do like the couch though.
Mom.
I do like the couch bit though, but I do really enjoy the whole Charlie. Just
you said to me like that the blood bit that stuck in your mind.
It's a bit I
whereas the Danny DeVito one, you remember it, but you forgot it's this episode.
But the Charlie one is just hilarious. It's the whole bite in the trunk and
Did you fuck my mom?
The Mac just like elbowing that mom in the face.
It's chaos. Like I was like, what the. I didn't expect it, so I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But with the Danny DeVito one, I've seen that clip before.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, then this is where it's from.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And you always, Danny DeVito's going to do weird, strange shit like that. Like coming out naked, covered in... Obviously...
Because he went in there with clothes on, and he's took his clothes off. That's surprised. That's why he's moving, because he's taking his clothes off.
And that's why they're surprised about, like, why you Oh.
But yeah. Okay, so that's it for this one. It's almost Christmas time in terms of where we're at now. Actually, this one, I think the next one actually goes out. Yes, it does. The next episode actually goes out on Christmas Day.
Oh god.
Okay, so obviously next up. So obviously last year we did the American Dad Minstrel Krampus episode, which obviously I pointed out was a weird one to start with because of the fact that technically speaking it was the middle part of a trilogy. So you know, I could jump to something like Family Guy because that was my aim. Was I was going to do the Family Guy, the Road to the North Pole one,
a classic,
or any other one they've done. Because I've done a few.
I've done quite a few. Yeah,
the Meg getting turned on by Santa and stuff like that. That one's quite funny. But I'm not. I'm going to stick with American Dad. We're going to go back a peg. So we start with the middle one. This time around, we're going to the actual start point. Why Santa hates Stan and obviously the Smith family. So obviously next time we'll move on to that American Dad special.
It's like Star Wars.
Which is obviously from Series 7. Because obviously Minstrel Krampus was, it doesn't say on here, but I think Minstrel Krampus was at Series 9. So this is a couple of series beforehand. So yeah, we're gonna do a Star Wars and take you back to where it began. Which then means next year we need to take you to the future. So yeah, so we're going to go back and take a look at the kickoff of the Santa fighting the Smiths trilogy.
Kill a bunch of halflings.
Yeah, okay, obviously this is the first time this channel's looked at Always Sunny. I looked at it with Connor when he spoke about why he loves the show so much, so I'm going to put the link for that video in the description below. Obviously keep checking out the Christmas specials. Obviously there's going to be a few Christmassy videos on the channel as usual going out this year, and you'll also have all the old ones. Yeah, until then, we hope you enjoyed, and we shall see you next time.
Bye.
If you like what you've seen, don't be afraid to throw us a little like and subscribe. That's always very appreciated over here. And, well, I'll see you on the next video.